Hello everybody, I'm out here today trying to work on what I'm going to attempt to be a little greenhouse. So if all goes well, I'll have something that I can start my seeds in, and hopefully they'll grow well in more direct sunlight. The window that I'm trying to grow them in now just is not allowing enough sunlight throughout the day. It's a south facing window. It's just not in a great location. I don't have any really great locations in my guest house, and that's where we're staying right now. So we're gonna build this little greenhouse here. See how it goes. So the idea is I've got some of these old windows that were left at my house by someone. I've got some 2x2s that we had milled from some trees. One of my neighbors down the road milled a bunch of wood for me, and these were left over from some pickets that I was using on my deck that I built last year. So basically I'm going to run some screws in through here. I'm going to run 3 along the edge here, and then 3 along the edge here. I'm all then going to use the 2 panes down here on the ground. I'm going to attach them here and here so that they can swing up and down, and I'll be able to open and close the greenhouse. Then I'll build a little frame around that so that it can be sturdy, hopefully, and hopefully it'll work out. We'll see. So just sit back and watch for a little bit, and I'll try to give you some updates as we go along. So these screws I have in a mason jar. I screwed the lid to the top of a cabinet in my garage, so I can just screw this up onto that lid, the bottom of the cabinet. These are some screws I had left over, or actually that I pulled out of a remodel, and I just kept them. So I use those for odd and end projects. Okay, so you can see here that I put these screws in at an angle. I just kind of toe-nailed them in there so that they will pierce the frame of the window here and then the frame of the greenhouse here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the other side. Okay, so here all I did, I passed a screw through here and on the other side here, and that allows this part to pivot up and down, so then I'll be able to go in the greenhouse. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the other side. All right, so you can see that this side also hinges now. So we can pull it up and go inside the greenhouse when we're ready. So now I'm just gonna build a little frame for it. Okay, so I'm cutting some of these 2x2s at 45-degree angles, and I'm attaching them to the frame here. So the frame of our house is going to be able to slide right in there nice and snug, so we'll have a pretty good seal. I have seen that I'm probably gonna have to do something else here. These probably aren't gonna last very long with those screws used as hinges. They're just not long enough, so I'll probably wind up figuring something else out there. But I am going to get these legs on this greenhouse going, so stay tuned. Okay, so you can see here that we'll be able to open it up and it'll fit right inside this frame we got here, so that'll be nice. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side done. getting kind of dark out here, but you can see I got this side put together. You'll just be able to lift that up and get in there to your plants. So I think that's about all I'm going to be able to do for tonight. But stay tuned for the rest of the video and I'll show you how it turns out. Thank you. Okay, starting back on the greenhouse here. I want to show you something that I was able to do last night, just before we went to bed and after I turned the camera off. You can see here that I put support that goes all the way across, and that's just something that the window can rest on there. So I'm going to put a board that runs from here to the other side there. Put one on each side, and then I'm going to put a piece of plywood, I believe. I think I have a piece laying around that I can put in the bottom for a base to the whole thing. So I'll set my camera up here and kind of show you some things as I get finished with them. Okay, so you can see here, it's my brace. I'm gonna go ahead and put one on the other side there, and then we'll just be able to put a piece of plywood down. So let me go grab another 2x2 to put on the other side. Okay, so I ran out of my normal 2x2s, but I had a piece of wood laying around that is your standard, I guess, 1x1. Came from a store somewhere. So I've got that on, so now all I gotta do is put a platform across here. So I'll go get a piece of plywood, see if I can measure it out and cut it to fit. Okay, so you can see now I've got a little floor made out of some more scrap wood that I had. So when I come down here to the end and I open up my window, I'll have somewhere to place my boards. So now I just gotta cover the sides here.
Hello.
Screw down the bottom.
Hello. Hello. Piggy.
Anyways, I gotta screw down the bottom, put some sides on, and we're gonna see how this baby works. Okay, so I had some old HardieBacker that I'd used on a, I actually demoed out of a project before. So that's what I had, that's what I used. So I just put that on for the sides there. So now you can kind of see, as I lift this up, we've got a little box in there. That's gonna be our greenhouse. So hopefully this isn't a total failure in the end, but we're gonna try it out, see how it works. I'm gonna go ahead and get this other side trimmed up here, and I gotta let my battery charge though, so I'll go ahead and do that. Once I get my plants ready to put in here, I'll turn you back on and we'll see how it goes. All right, thank you.